get started. Another season of football. Feel like really coming in with a lot of positive momentum. I said a lot about that at SEC Media Day. Winning 3 of the last 4 top 25 recruiting class. Good spring. The way recruiting's going right now, just a very, very positive vibe in the Manning Center, and a lot of really positive momentum right now. So very, very excited about that. Before we open up for questions, a couple of personnel. Really excited about the signing of Tariq Tisdale. He's going to be joining us here today, so that was a huge get. Noah Jefferson did not qualify, so felt like that was really important for Tariq to come in here at defensive line. And because of that also, we're going to keep Jalen Cunningham at D-line starting fall camp as well. So with that, I'll open it up for questions for you guys.
If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll bring the microphone to you. We'll start up front with Chuck.
During the spring, you had a lot of guys out, injured, and I think we got a summer report that most of them are okay now, but what's the official word going into practice?
No, everybody should be back healthy with the exception of Devon Penniman. And he's a little bit wait and see. He may be in the middle of the season. He had a very severe knee injury. He is running, but it's going to be a little bit of a slow process, so we'll know more in the middle of the camp. I'll be able to give you a little bit better feel when he starts cutting and moving. But everybody else should be ready to go. Got a lot of people coming back, obviously, that missed the spring, so excited about that.
Matt, in light of the news out of Columbus yesterday and today, is that something that you and coaches like you around the country kind of have to readdress with your players, your staff, that kind of thing as you get started on another season?
Yeah, I think you always are evaluating and seeing what you can do better, and always try to learn as much as you can from other situations. Don't know enough to comment what's going on there, but you always try to look at everything that's going on and try to find ways to evaluate yourself and be better.
Matt, the defense has obviously kind of struggled for most of the past 2 years. Why do you think this is going to be different this year? What has to change?
Well, I think the biggest thing is to improve. I said it at Media Day that let's build on that second half of A&M where they shut out the second half and getting 5 turnovers in the Egg Bowl. Let's really build on that. I think continuity is huge, being in the second year of the same system, everybody being 1 year better, and I think having a experienced secondary and being able to load the box some should help us. And we just got to find a way to continue to build and get better in our second year.
Last year, you were kind of thrust into this situation and it's a whirlwind. Now that you've had a chance to settle in, to be in the head coach, had a year under your belt, what's the pros and cons of what's been hard, what's been easy?
When I got this job this time last year, I really didn't approach it as the interim. I kind of took the mindset I'm making decisions for the long term, what's best for the program, and so that's the way I approached it. But I think what I'll be better at is just being much more efficient with my time, knowing where to allocate time, offensively, defensively, recruiting. I just think the only way you can do that is through experience, and I'll be 1 year better at that. But time management for sure would be what I'd say.
Coach, what are you part of this team from the wide receiving corps this year?
No, yeah, the wide receiving corps, they're one of the most talented in the country. They're very, very, very talented, unselfish, and they work really, really hard. They're very driven. They push each other to be better, and that's what I like about those guys. They all want the ball every snap, but it's fun to see when one of them catches a touchdown, the other two chasing after them and then pushing each other to be better. So I think that's a unique blend of guys that have that swagger, but they're also pull for each other. I think that's unique.
Coach, you mentioned recruiting 3 or 4 times so far. Your role has obviously changed from an assistant to a head coach. How has it changed?
You know what? I just same thing with your team. You go from being really in one area to doing it all. But that's the part I enjoy. I enjoy the relationship part of coaching. To me, that's what I'm good at, and that's what I enjoy doing. And it's just a much more broader scope and getting to know more people instead of just focusing on 3 or 4. You're more worried about the big picture. But it's all about building relationships, and that's the part I like.